Welcome to Lifestyle by SK, where wine, cigars, and relationships create that tapestry of extraordinary experience. On today's video, we need to talk about something here. Men stay where their soul can rest, the power of a peaceful woman. Now, I brought this particular topic up because I want you to take a look at something here. In today's world of noise, performance, pressure, many men aren't just looking for love, they're looking for peace, a place where their soul can rest. Now, truth be told, men stay where they can find peace. That is a fact. But we need to look at the fact that how men and the type of weight that men carry. And I really want you to think about this because men often carry silent burdens that they don't necessarily talk about out loud or actually show because the expectations are there for the men to lead, to win, to provide. And even when they are drained, and when he finally takes off his armor, he needs a woman who doesn't bring war inside the home. I want to share just a story with you here. The other day, I was in the store and I saw this elderly couple in the store, and I kind of walked up to them and introduced myself and wanted to make sure, a safe space was created because today's climate is hard to just walk up to people and just start talking. And I basically asked the couple, said, "Excuse me, sir and ma'am," I said, "How long have you all been married?" And she told me it has been over 60 years that they have been married. And I was extremely surprised because they were well off into their golden years. I didn't even ask them their age, but I was guessing around they had to have been in their 80s, mid 80s. They would have been married about 60 years. And I asked them, as what anyone would always ask, what's the secret? And the first thing that she said, number one, the number one thing that we did is we kept God in our relationship. And the second thing she said is we never went to bed upset. If you have a disagreement, solve it before going to bed. Don't sleep on it. And while I didn't have the time to actually break that down into more and ask more questions because they were trying to check out a line, other people were behind them, I began to wonder if the woman, if Granny brought peace to her husband. And I thanked them for their time, and then I proceeded to go ahead and walk on. And as I began to think about that, I'm thinking about in a sense that a woman is smiling calmly and welcoming her man, her partner, home, listening attentively and diffusing conflict with grace. And this is both ways, you all. The husband is at home, his wife comes in, a proper greeting coming in the home, a kiss, a hug will go a very, very long way. Now, why do I bring this particular thing up? Because here's the thing, a peaceful woman isn't passive. She is very powerful and she knows how to regulate her emotions. She knows how to speak with care. She knows how to build without tearing the man down or talking to him in a condescending way. And this goes both ways, people, because here's the thing, the woman is the nurturing aspect of that relationship. She brings warmth, not warfare. She brings understanding, not ultimatums, into the relationship. But please understand this, peace is a love language. Imagine you're out and about, you have couples holding hands, exploring simple moments. They may be cooking together, sitting quietly, laughing, praying, and reading. But ladies, understand this. He may not say it outright, but peace is a man's love language. It is, it's in the way that he stays longer, smiles more, breathes easier. It's how his shoulders drop when he sees you. It's how he knows you're his safe space. But this is what we all have to break away from: the bad or baddest chick mentality, the boss chick mentality. That is a myth that we have to get out of. The flashy woman with the attitude is what a man will run away from, and he will steer towards a woman who's warm and a peaceful woman, regardless of her ethnicity, regardless of her race, regardless of where she's from, regardless of how attractive or non-attractive that she is. He's going to want more peace along with that. But let's be real. Men definitely do look at beauty, but they build with peace. A beautiful face will attract him, but a peaceful spirit will keep him. And in this video, I want it to be more of an encouragement for couples. This is not the end all be all and me trying to tell you what to do in a relationship aspect. But I want every couple out there to think about this. Peace isn't about avoiding problems. It's about how you handle them. It's about how you choose grace when your ego wants a revenge, because I understand that hard times do come up in relationships. But it's definitely about learning that a soft answer can turn away wrath. But peace is built, protected, and practiced daily. So, ladies, if you think about what you can bring to the table, this is something that's free. Your gift is peace. Men, you have to honor how the peace she brings to you. And together, you all are just surviving and you're building a legacy, because where peace lives, love thrives. And I want you all to keep that in mind, because this is something that we have to get away from. So many times online, you see so many videos about how men are going and dating outside of their racial lines. But instead of looking at the racial aspect, ask yourself, from the type of women that that man was dealing with, is the woman that he's currently pursuing, is she bringing more peace to him than the women that he tried to date was? Think about that. Definitely drop in the comments below. Like, listen, and subscribe. Lifestyle by SK, where wine, cigars, and relationships create that tapestry of extraordinary experience. And I want you to comment on the question below. What does peace in a relationship mean to you?